What's up, YouTube? We're back on another beautiful Wednesday. You guys know what that means. Today is New Comic Book Day. So today, we're going to review the books that I read last week. I got a quick unboxing to do, and then we're going to head to the LCS, pick up our pulls for the week, and yeah, we'll see what else happens. Let's jump right into it. All right, I have here with me everything that I read last week. These are the single issues. I also have a trade paperback that I read last week, so I'll get into that after this. But starting off with the single issues, we have Zatanna, issue number 2. Written and drawn by Jamal Campbell. This issue was alright. I'm loving the art on this series. The story, I feel, is a little over my head. I didn't really understood what was going on in this issue, even after rereading it. And that's on me. I don't really fully understand the magic side of the DC universe, but the art on this is amazing. So I'm kind of up deciding if I'm gonna pick this up next month, but yeah, that is Zatanna issue number 2. Next up, we have In Your Skin issue number 2, written by Adhika Bidikar, art by Sam. Once again, the art on this issue is amazing. This one, I was also slightly confused with what was going on. This is a body horror, and so I was having some conversations with some people on Discord and on League of Comic Geeks as well, and it seems like some people have some different takes on what is exactly happening with this, whether the actress character Aisha Sen whether she's dead, or if Priyanka, I was calling the main character, if they switched bodies or not. Not 100% sure, and this issue doesn't really explain that fully. So hopefully this gets explained better next issue, because yeah, I was not the only one that was confused about this after having some conversations with people, but it is still very intriguing, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Next up, we have Corpse Knight, issue number 2, written by Michael Chavez, art by Matthew Roberts. Yeah, this issue was also very good, and a great issue number 2. We kind of lead up where we left off, where the knight and the daughter, I believe her name is Foy, they're on the search for Joan of Arc so they can hopefully heal the zombie dad's curse or whatever happened to him to make him this zombie form. But yeah, it's a very fast-paced issue. It kind of moves really quickly. They get into some they get into like a battle with some group of bandits and stuff. But yeah, this issue was great, and I'm just excited to see where the story goes. I think there's like this is a 6-issue mini, so yeah. All right, then we have a number 2 of the week, Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 20, written by Kelly Thompson, art by Hayden Sherman. Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman always kill it on the art. The fight between Diana and the Iron Maiden, if you guys saw my last week's vlog, will have seen a panel from that. This was just amazing. After this issue, I was kind of left a little sad. It was a little somber. I mean, it doesn't end in a happy place. We see Diana lose in this, and you know, for any great story, you have to see the character lose and go through some adversity. And so far in this story, Diana's kind of just been whooping butt everywhere she goes. So to see her lose and to see her in strife at the end, realizing that all her friends are in trouble and she won't be able to save them, was very intriguing. And I'm super excited to see where Kelly Thompson is going to take this, and whether Barbara Minerva is going to end up being the cheetah, because she doesn't seem very trusting of Diana right now, especially after Veronica Cale is making her think that Diana left her. But yeah, great issue. Highly recommend Absolute Wonder Woman. If you guys haven't checked any of the Absolutes out yet, I'll say it a million times till my voice goes hoarse. The Absolute universe is peak, and you have to check it out. It's some of the best comics that are coming out right now. Anyway, my favorite of last week is Superman issue number, what issue is this? Number 38. This primetime arc is just so good. Joshua Williamson is killing it. I know some people aren't the biggest fan of Prime and Joshua Williamson writing, but for this is like a match made in heaven for me. This is just so much fun to read every single time. In this issue, we get introduced to, or I don't know if it's really introduced to Witchfire, but I wasn't familiar with Witchfire, the character, but she's a very cool character. Her character design in this, we get to see like a full page spread, was very, very cool. And that was kind of the first half of this, was dealing with Witchfire. She was like seemingly going to sacrifice someone or something, or pretend to lure a demon out, something like that. And then halfway through this issue, Prime gets like ripped through reality. I want to show you guys one. Let me get these down for a second. I want to show you guys one specific panel from this, because it might be like my favorite panel in like a really, really long time. You see, actually I pulled right to it. So right here on this page, you see at the bottom that words get all jumbled. He's like starts freaking out, and then he rips through the page right here, right? You see this rip through the page. You flip the page, and you see him falling through the ad on the other side. It was just so cool. Like, I've never seen use of ad space like that. Like, this is an ad, this Superman, what is this, Father of Tomorrow book has been in every single, this ad has been in every single comics this week, but seeing the art like rip through the ad, and then we're in the actual like comic border space and stuff. It's just super duper cool, super meta how they did it and stuff. And I know Prime is a very meta character and everything, but yeah, that is all for the single issues last week. There we go, got them all organized. Now, for what I read in trade paperback last week was Escape Volume 1. This is written by Rick Remender, art by Daniel Acuna. This is actually my first of either of these creatives. I've never read anything written by Rick Remender or anything drawn by Daniel Acuna, and this was amazing. Usually, I'm not a very big fan of like war stories and stuff like that, but this just had amazing reviews from people, from people I trust as well, so I had to check it out, and I was blown away by this. It shows such a good, like, both sides kind of take of the war, and just how it affects civilians on both sides and everyone, and just the mental aspects of being a soldier in World War II and everything. Like, this was so good, and I know it's still ongoing, and there was kind of a cliffhanger at the end of this volume, so I'm super excited to see where it goes. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up in singles from now on. I know issue 7 did just come out, so I do have that option to maybe pick it up in singles, but my pull list has been pretty heavy for the next couple months, so maybe once I trim some stuff down, I might start picking it up in singles, or I'll just wait for the next volume to come out. But this was amazing. Highly, highly recommend it if you guys are at all interested in World War II or history at all. This was awesome. But yeah, that is all I have for what I read last week. Quick unboxing to do. I was doing some shopping on Depop, and I found a couple dope comic book shirts that I think you guys should check out. I mean, you'll definitely be seeing them in the vlogs here to come. I will definitely be wearing them, but yeah, I just had to show you guys these. First up, we have this awesome Flash tee. Look at that, just how he's like walking out of the shirt. It's actually the logo's way bigger than it looked in the picture. It's super cool. Yeah, both of these shirts were actually from the same like line, this graffiti line. And I tried to look it up to find what like artist made this art. Not sure. I really like the art style though. So if you know what panel or what book or anything, what this art is from, if you recognize it at all, please let me know down in the comments. But yeah, we got this awesome Flash shirt. And then next up, we have, get this one open. All right. We have this awesome Wonder Woman shirt. Check that out. It looks like, I'm not 100% sure, but both of the art looks kind of similar style. But yeah, these graphic shirts are super cool. I think they were like from like 2005, it said, and I got them for $10 each. So not mad at that. Big fan of vintage stuff, especially vintage comic book stuff. Awesome. But anyway, that is all I got for you guys before we head to the LCS. So honestly, let's head there now. All right, we have arrived at Lost World of Wonders. It is absolutely gorgeous out today. I got the shorts on. Let's go get our freaking comic books. This Dustin Nguyen variant is sick. Pull is too high. Can't get it. Unfortunate. Same with this. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Oh, I lost it. Oh, here it is. This Gilliam March variant for Supergirl Survive. Look at that. Look at the colors on it. Insane. Can't get it. Pulley's too high. L. I will look every single time until I find Dawn Runner. They're not gonna have it. I know they won't, but I have to check. It's a must. Hey, that's new. That wasn't there before. Maybe some Dawn Runner? Mayhaps? No. Keep going. So much Dark Knights of Steel. So much Dark Knights of Steel. Okay. Come on. Dawn, D-A-W. D-A-R, D-A-R, D-A-W. Dawn of the Dead. Nothing. Dazzler. Ooh. Kinda sick. All in special #1 variant. Kind of epic. Alright. No Dawn Runner. We have secured the pulls on this beautiful day. Let us head home and I'll show you what I got. Alright, we have returned from the LCS. Let's go over everything I got. Starting off quick, we have a specialty item, not a single issue. We have Supergirl, The World. If you guys don't know what this is, I actually have Superman, The World up here. Right up here. There we go. There it is. Superman, The World. It is kind of like an anthology series of a bunch of different, in the Superman one has a bunch of different Superman stories, but this one is a bunch of different Supergirl stories written and drawn by artists from all over the world. So right here we have a list on the back. I'll let you guys check that out real quick, and then I'll read them off to you. We have stories from creatives from the US, Spain, Italy, Serbia, Argentina, Cameroon, Finland, Turkey, France, Poland, Mexico, Germany, Colombia, and Japan. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Superman The World issue that came out last year. And so, yeah, I'm super excited to check this out. It's not super duper big. It's like most of the stories in here are like 10 pages long each. They're really not all that long, but they're just great reads and great to see different creatives from all around the world give their take on this iconic character. Anyway, that's that. If I finish it by next week, I'll get you guys a review for that, but I'm not sure if I will. We'll see. Anyway, for the single issues this week, we have Justice League Dream Girls DC Pride issue #1. This is the Pride event for this year. So first off, happy Pride to all of my LGBTQ viewers. If you guys are in the community, just wanted to let you guys know that you are welcome here and we love you guys. So anyway, we have the Justice League Dream Girl, the Pride event. This is a 4-issue weekly that is happening this month. So every week there's an issue of this coming out. And seemingly we're following Galaxy and Dreamer. We saw them in the Justice League Intergalactic special like three weeks ago-ish, maybe last month, some point. The story of that one, I was having a little trouble following. All of these are on my pull list, so we'll see if I'm able to follow along on the story with this Pride event. I know that this year it's kind of like in continuity. In years past, they've more so just been like anthology stories and stuff. So it's cool that it's in continuity this year, but we'll see if I'm able to keep up with the story itself. But it also looks like we have some sort of backup by Greg Rucka over here as well with Batwoman. So anyway, that is the DC Pride Dreamgirls, and you'll be seeing 3 more issues of those over the next couple weeks. Anyway, next up, we have Absolute Green Lantern, number 15, written by Al Ewing, art by Sid Kotian once again. Janoy Lindsay has not been on the art in a long time, but Sid Kotian's art is still pretty dang good. Anyway, yeah, last issue of this, we have Tomar Ray, the Red Lantern, who seemingly is going to use the Black Star to blow up Oa, seemingly. I don't know. That's what he wants to do. He said he's going to use it like a giant gun. Green Lantern, Absolute Green Lantern at least, has been kind of here and there for me. It's a very cosmic and big and stuff, and some of the stuff I just don't understand the references for, but the art is great, and I'm sure Al Ewing will bring it around to help some of the newer viewers understand. Anyway, next up, we have Batman issue number 10, written by Matt Fraction. Is this Jorge Jimenez is back on the art. Look at the cover on this one too. It's a very striking cover. The darks of it is the darkness of the inks and stuff. It's very, very cool. Anyway, loving this Batman series. In the last issue of this, issue 9, we saw that Barbara Gordon pretty much got arrested, and that led right into the Barbara Gordon breakout book, which I probably won't be continuing to pick up, but was still a pretty good book, or at least the first issue of it. But I will be reading that on DC Universe Infinite, because as you've probably heard me say throughout this video a bunch of times, my pull list for this month and next month is a little out of hand, so I got to cut some stuff down, especially if I want to keep picking up some of the indie titles that I really want to read, since I have a subscription for the DC Universe Infinite app, so I can just read stuff on there. Anyway, this Batman series by Matt Fraction is amazing. I wouldn't be picking it up if it wasn't amazing. I'm not the biggest Batman guy. I mean, Batman's fine. He's not my favorite, but much more of a Superman guy, as you guys know. So anyway, that is that. And then finally, probably my most anticipated read of the week, we have Supergirl Survive, issue number 1. I don't even know who the creative team on this is. Ethan S. Parker is writing it, and Griffith Sheridan is the artist, I'm assuming, based on the title here. But this is an Elseworld story that follows a teenage Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl in the main line, who actually is sent off with baby Cal together, and she has to take care of him. So it's kind of how the story of Supergirl was supposed to go in a way. If you guys know the origin of Supergirl, she was sent to Earth at the same time as Kal-El, and she was his older cousin, and was meant to take care of him, but her ship got lost along the way, and there was some like time shenanigans with that. It got lost in some time stream, depending on the origin and everything. But anyway, she didn't make it in time. She didn't make it, and by the time she got there, her cousin was fully grown. Anyway, that's the origin of regular Supergirl. So in this Elseworld story, we actually get to follow Kara as she takes care of young Cal, and the art on this looks really good, and I just think it's super interesting that there's never been an Elseworlds that tells this story, that it's the story that honestly was supposed to be told in the first place. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to tap into today, because it's a new number 1, and ever since I've heard about it, I've been super excited to check it out. So let's do it. All right, time to tap in to Supergirl Survive, issue number 1. Let us do it. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was pretty dang good. Let's talk about it. Supergirl Survive, issue number 1. Written by Ethan S. Parker and art by Griffith Sheridan. This was great. I mean, this is the first I've ever read of anything from Ethan S. Parker, and it's Griffith Sheridan as well on the art. And I gotta say, the art on this is really amazing. It's like kind of, here's the first page. It's very like, almost like watercolory in a way. It kind of reminds me of, if you guys know, like Dustin Nguyen's art style. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Just the way they do the texturing, like, of the art is very interesting. But yeah, this starts off with teenage Kara kind of just going through her life on Argo City. We see her in school, ask out a guy, to the formal and stuff like that, just normal teenage things and stuff. And then she comes home from school, and on the news is Zod, and he's kind of like this tyrannical leader of Krypton, and he is seemingly going to start some sort of revolution or something. And Kara goes home, and then that same night, a bunch of missiles start going off and stuff. So her parents, and then Jor-El and Laura-El, Cal's mom come, or Cal's parents come, and they basically send off the kids to go. Kind of the similar regular Superman origin story of they have to send him off, although they don't have time to build another ship, blah blah blah, whatever. After that, the ship goes, and the ship is actually hit by a rocket that is launched from the planet, and they crash and land like on this green moon or something. I'm not 100% sure, honestly, what it is, but it's a green, some sort of green planet or something that's very close to Krypton. And they land, and then Kara sees Krypton explode in this awesome double-page spread. And then at the very end, the cliffhanger, there's some sort of monster on this green planet, whatever it is, and Kara has a talking gun, which is kind of awesome. For some reason, I'm always a fan whenever the weapon is able to talk. That's always a trope that I enjoy. In Dork, the shield that talks, and then there's another like game that one of the gun talks that I can't fully remember about it. Anyway, this was a great issue, and I'm super excited to see where it goes. I don't fully know off the top of my head how many issues this Elseworld is going to be. I'm going to assume either 6 or 12, but yeah, this is great, and I'm super excited to see where this goes. But with that being read, I think that will do it for this week's vlog. So I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it to this end of the video and you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. And yeah, do all those other things, like the video, leave a comment if you have anything to say, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.